which they do. Here is Scott. Out to Hill. Hill back into the feet of Senesi. Senesi, nice little low ball infield to Tavernier. And Tavernier's on a run here. He's got Truefair making an overlap. Gets the cross in, takes a deflection, goes right across the 6-yard area. But no, Bournemouth player took a gamble there to get on the end of it. And it goes out for a throw-in on this near right-hand side. But good link-up play there. Tavernier rolling it down the line to Truefair, who's crossed from the left. Was certainly a decent one. But there was no Bournemouth player able to get on the end of it. And it goes all the way out for a throw-in to Arsenal. So Arsenal will have a throw right by their own corner flag here on this left-hand side. Saliba plays it into Dowman, hits it first time over the back of the Arsenal defence, looking for Gyökeres to try and chase, but Petrovic comes to it first, and his clearance lands into the feet of Christie. Christie to Scott. Good play by Bournemouth here. In the end, the ball's gone behind Scott, and he's had to reverse it all the way back to his goalkeeper there. You can certainly see the quick infield passing Bournemouth were trying to pick up there. Here is James Hill. Rolls it back to his goalkeeper once more. We've hit the hour mark here at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 1. Arsenal have thrown on 3 substitutes. Eze, Dowman and Trossard to try and see if they can make an effect to this game and just go one better. As the ball goes back to Raya. And it's quite coincidental actually. I was just saying, in the meantime, as Bournemouth try and win the ball back there. Here is Eze, gets his first touch there, as he has been missing since the Leverkusen game. He actually scored in that game as well. There's the ball, switch of play over to that left hand side. Is Leandro Trossard now trying to flick his way past Jimenez. Jimenez sticking to him like glue, and Jimenez does brilliantly and takes it off him superbly. And here's Jimenez now over the halfway line. Bournemouth are attacking here, 3 against 4 if they get this right. Still Jimenez. Trossard pulls him down inside the box. I think he was always going down anyway, Jimenez, so I don't think there was a penalty in that. He certainly thinks it was, but now Arsenal can come charging forward at the other end. Here is Eze, feeds it short to Rice. Here is Declan Rice now driving forward. Zubamendi out to the left hand side, he's got Trossard with him. Here is Trossard now. Infield to Rice. Arsenal have it 20 yards outside the Bournemouth penalty area, trying to see if they can find a final pass to break through the lines. Eze skips away from Watt, gets it out to Rice. Good play by Arsenal. Into Trossard down the left hand side. He's into the penalty area now. Clips the cross in, headed away by James Hill. Volleyed clear by Krupi. And Bournemouth have got nobody up there at the moment. They've got everybody back. I think they were panicking really when Jimenez lost that ball, and they just wanted to get back as quickly as they could. Here is Zubamendi. Back in field to Raya, who's well out of his penalty area here. And again, Bournemouth will press with 3 players, Krupi, Christie and Evan Nielsen this time. And Arsenal will still have it, and they will go back to Raya. There's no intensity press, it's more a case of just standing on the Arsenal defenders really, stopping them from playing the ball out, which they've done very well there. And Raya's going to have to hit this long here. Or is he? No, he's opted short still, but it's going to go back to him again. Where's he going to go now? Goes short again, infield. Back to Raya it will go again. This time he will hit it long, right-footed. Over the halfway line it will go. Chested beautifully by Senesi. He feeds it infield. Great ball that, through the centre circle to Christie. Out to the left-hand side, and here come Bournemouth again. Mouldering forward on the left. Tavernier. He's got Truefair further forward, but he's been snuffed out a little bit there, so he's going to have to go back to Scott. Now Bournemouth will have possession again. Tavernier out to the left-hand side to Truefair again. Tries to drive in field. Rolls it back. Still Bournemouth have possession. Midway point of the Arsenal half here. Now they'll go down the left again. Truefair with as Trossard goes down under the challenge, and so it will be a free kick to Arsenal. 63 minutes on the clock here at the Emirates. Your commentary. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 1. As David Raya will look to launch this forward with his right foot and try and get some possession there if possible. Senesi's there again though, heads it forward over the back of the Arsenal defence once more. And now here is Martin Lewis-Skelly, goes back to Raya again, first time clearance over the halfway line again. James Hill heads it forward this time. A bit of a repetitive state there. Here is Martin Lewis-Skelly. Infield to Zubamendi. Well, you wonder if Arsenal will throw on the likes of Gabriel Jesus, who of course he's on the bench, but there's a chance for Gyökeres, and Gyökeres has scored! No offside! And Gyökeres has finished it, or is that? No, there is an offside. It's a good finish, to be fair. Well, I wondered why it was so long there. It was a ball from Ben White, just clipped it down the right-hand channel, and he's well offside, Gyökeres. Bournemouth do really well there. They stand well ahead of Gyökeres. He controls it, goes into the penalty. It's an accomplished finish, to be fair, from the Arsenal striker. Right-footed, placed it past the keeper, but no goal. And so those Arsenal supporters, it was a muted celebration anyway, but it's just the fact that Gyökeres just, I suppose he's got to carry on to finish it just in case he was onside, hasn't he? They do tell them that now. They do say that, whereas before, of course, you used to get a yellow card, didn't you, for ignoring the referee and going on and scoring if it was offside. But now with VAR, it's all a completely different complexion. And of course, they have to go on and finish the job in case the goal is given. So, I was just saying that, well, it's been a long time ago, hasn't it, since Bournemouth took the lead in the 17th minute through Krupi. But they're certainly well in this at the moment. 1-1 here at the Emirates. As, here is Christie. Does well, jinks past one, goes for the shot, Christie, just over the bar. Not a bad effort there from the Scotsman. And he certainly saw the opportunity. Did Christie. Fires it with the left foot, well over the crossbar in the end from about 25 yards out, but certainly thought he could see the opportunity. Scored in the 2-2 draw with Manchester United last month. He's been on Scotland duty. He did play in the 1-0 defeat to Ivory Coast. Of course, defeated Japan as well. Ryan Christie, 2 league goals so far this season. Here he is again, feeds the action left-hand side to Tavernier now. Bournemouth on the attack, they've got a corner. They've got a corner with their supporters, of course, etched behind that goal to the left-hand side. So it will be a corner here for Bournemouth, and a chance for them to get the ball into the box and cause Arsenal some problems. In the meantime, it does look like they will be making a change in a moment or so. Can't quite see who it is, as Antonio Raiola is standing in front, but it will be a corner to Bournemouth. It's going to be Scott to take it from this left-hand side with that white headband of his. What can he do? He takes a short one. It's flicked back on the edge of the D. Very cleverly taken corner there. Well, right off the training field, that one. As Scott just played the ball very cleverly low onto the corner of the Arsenal penalty area, and then it was flicked in, but cleared away by Arsenal in the end. Certainly couldn't blame them for doing what they needed to do there, though. And like I say, you can't knock the team for trying different things, and that's what Bournemouth were trying there, as Scott rides the challenge. That's a good challenge by Declan Rice, but it is a corner to Arsenal from this left-hand side. 68 minutes on the clock, still 1-1 here at the Emirates. It's going to be Rice to take the corner from the left-hand side. Right foot towards the near post, heading early, drives it back in the box again. It's cleared away. Could have gone anywhere there. Ball was bobbling about like a sixpence inside that penalty area, but in the end the ball is cleared away. And Bournemouth are now making a double substitution, and it's going to be the former Leeds man, is it, I think? The American, it certainly is. Tyler Adams is going to be one of them. So, of course, he's been injured the last 2 games. Ryan and Christie are coming off. So, 2 Bournemouth players, Ryan and Christie. Well, the Brazilian's been all right. He's done okay today. And it's going to be David Brooks and Tyler Adams who come on. So, those are the changes. Brooks and Adams on the field to try and see if they can make any kind of difference. Well, David Brooks, the Welshman, was on international duty for his country, of course. Got a booking actually in their 1-1 draw with Northern Ireland. In the meantime, Arsenal have got it with Gabriel inside the box. He was trying to fire a shot away there. He was unable to do so. But here comes Jimenez now for Bournemouth down the right-hand side, over the halfway line, galloping forward. That's a great challenge by Eze, who comes back and wins it back for us, and he wins the free kick as well. Really good play by Eze, but they take it quickly. Here's Trossard now. They can try to catch Bournemouth out. Trossard onto his right foot. Tries to cut in field, then he has to go back outside again. Good play by Bournemouth, they defend it. Push Arsenal out once more. Out to Gabriel. Feeds it down that left-hand channel. Martin Lewis-Skelly. Zubimendi making the overlap. He ignores him though. Instead he gives it Rice. Here is Rice. Arsenal have it 10 yards outside the Bournemouth penalty area. Lewis-Skelly now. Feeds it into Ben White. White plays it down the line. Could be a chance for the cross. There it is! Over the goalkeeper and wide. And it went out to Dowman, it was, on the right-hand side of the byline. But his cross just flung over the keeper and out for a goal kick. And so the chance goes begging for Arsenal there. And time is certainly ticking. Well, Arsenal have had 10 attempts. They've had 2 on target. Bournemouth have had 2 on target though to their 4 shots. So it's certainly... although you could say Arsenal have had just a few more attempts, you certainly can't say that they deserve to be winning, because Bournemouth have had their fair share of opportunities. And they might get one here. The ball is gone over the top to Truefair. Down the left-hand side, low ball into the box. Arsenal are struggling to get rid of it. There's the turn, there's the shot. Oh, and it's cleared away. Evan Nielsen. And then in the end, it's blasted over the bar. And well over the bar by Alex Scott. But, or was it? No, it's Tyler Adams actually. Ball came back out to him. And over the bar it goes. But, well, Andoni Iraola is just praising his players there. The 2 arms aloft. As if to say, keep it going. As the ball goes back to Ryan now for Arsenal. He clears it forward over the halfway line. Senesi again with a strong header inside the centre circle. How many times has he had to do that today? Back to Jimenez it will go for Bournemouth. But he's given the ball away cheaply. Here is Lewis-Skelly. Plays it in field to Eze. Skips past one. Then he goes through the other legs of Tyler Adams. Well, he was looking for a free kick, but Tyler Adams did well, the American midfielder. Got his foot in. And here's Tavernier. Out to the left-hand side to Truefair. Now Dowman trying to keep it in from going out for a throw-in on that far side. We've not really seen too much of the young man yet since he's come on. Arsenal look like they're going to be making a 4th change here, I think. Ben White looks like he might be going off. Have to wait and see whether that's going to be an attacking change, because of course they have got Gabriel Jesus on the bench. So a further attacking option required if needed. And at the moment at 1-1. Certainly something I'm sure Mikel Arteta is pondering. But for Bournemouth, well, it'd be a really good point for them, wouldn't it? And stretch their unbeaten run to 12 in the Premier League. This ball is flicked over to that right-hand side. Krupi plays it inside to Brooks. Brooks with a 1-2. A chance for Scott! Great chance! And Scott has finished it! And Bournemouth have got their lead back again! Incredible! Well, it was a lovely piece of play through the midfield. Scott played the 1-2. And there he is, edge of the D. Drives into the box and finishes it with his right foot. Just slots it past Royer into the bottom left-hand corner. And it's Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2. And maybe Arsenal's Premier League title hopes are going to be taking a dent here. A little one it might be. Doesn't matter, does it? But give credit to Bournemouth. It was Brooks who played the ball through. And it was actually meant for Evan Nielsen, but he missed it. And it's a good job he did, because Alex Scott ran onto it, controlled the ball, and slotted it past Royer with his right foot. Calm as a cucumber, central position. 8 yards out, into the bottom left-hand corner it goes. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2. And David Brooks, the substitute, certainly played his part there. And now those Arsenal supporters again, the fiery faces are coming up, and that has resulted in a double substitution here. I did feel Gabriel Jesus, it looked like it might have been him that was coming on anyway. Well, now they really are going to need him, aren't they? Zubimendi is off, Gabriel Jesus is on, Ben White is off, and Mosquera is on. So Arsenal making those changes, and well, of course, the Spanish defender Christian Mosquera. In the meantime, here come Arsenal into the penalty area, trying to get the cross in, but that's good play there by Scott again, and he gets it clear. He's had a really good game, to be fair, Bournemouth. Alex Scott been involved a lot, and now he's got a goal to go with it. A great moment for the Bournemouth central midfielder, who collects his 3rd Premier League goal of the season. Now what do Arsenal do? Here is Eze, out to the right-hand side. They've made their 5 substitutions now, with 15 minutes to go. As looks like there's going to be a yellow card there for Truffert, who's just pulled back the Arsenal man as he tried to go forward. Max Dowman just got the better of him. Little arm round the shoulder. So it will be a free kick here to Arsenal. And Truffert picks up the yellow card. Free kick then here for Arsenal. Declan Rice is over it, 20 yards outside the Bournemouth penalty area. Eze out to Martin Lewis Skelly. Now Trossard trying to take on the Bournemouth man, Scott, but he's just standing him up so well. Trossard feeds it back to Eze. Eze slips it through. Now a little turn. Here is Jesus. Back to Trossard, to the byline. He's run out of room. And the ball has gone out for a goal kick to Bournemouth. Once again, really good organisational defending by Bournemouth there. Just kept it so structured, so planned. Wouldn't give Arsenal any room at all. And with Trossard as well. And of course, Manchester City do have 2 games in hand on Arsenal after today, if it stays as it does. It's a 9-point lead at the moment, isn't it, between Arsenal and Manchester City, but it would open the door for City to just get a couple of victories and turn up the heat once more. But it's not over yet. 13 minutes to play here at the Emirates. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2. And from a Bournemouth point of view, well, a victory for them would move them up to 9th place. Just 3 points behind Chelsea in 6th. And 4 behind Liverpool, which is incredible, isn't it, when you think about it? In the meantime, Krupi has just been booked there for tugging down the Arsenal man. Well, they'll take those all day now, won't they? Arsenal have a free kick on this near side. Here is Martin Lewis Skelly, back to Eze. Lovely ball from Eze on the right-hand side. Now Dowman clips it in there. Oh, it's punched away. There's a real scramble. Gyökeres shoots. And it's took a deflection. And I think it's gone for a corner, has it, to Arsenal? Well, Gyökeres seems to think it has. It has. Well, good play by Arsenal on the right-hand side. Flicked in by Max Dowman on the right with his left foot. Punched away by the Bournemouth keeper, Petrovic. I don't even know why he punched it away. He then hit Gyökeres. He turned on the ball, shot towards goal, but the ball deflected over for a corner. So it will be a corner to Arsenal. It's their 6th corner of the afternoon. They need to make one count, though. It's going to be from the right-hand side, curled in left-footed, headed away by Senesi, who is another player who has been absolutely outstanding for Bournemouth this afternoon, as Declan Rice has just fouled. I think it was Tavernier as he tried to stride through, or was it Gyökeres? No, it was Gyökeres who put his arm across him actually last. So not sure if there'll be a yellow card here. I have a feeling there will. Yes, there will. Michael Oliver gets the yellow card out, and Victor Gyökeres is booked. That is the first Arsenal player, I think, in the book this afternoon. It will be a free kick to Bournemouth. 10 minutes remain here. Have Arsenal got it in them to get an equalising goal? Will Bournemouth be able to hold on to what would be a real marquee victory, it's fair to say, wouldn't it, here at the Emirates? Here is Senesi. Back into the feet of Tavernier. Feeds it out to the left-hand side. True fair now. They're hugging the touchline, Bournemouth there, but in the end the ball has gone out for a throw-in. There are some glum looks on the face there of those Arsenal supporters. You can feel that, as I've said all along, still time though, still plenty of time to go in this yet at the moment. As in the meantime, Bournemouth could be onto a third here. A real chance. Oh, just took away from his toes from Saliba. Evan Nielsen was almost in then as the ball went through to the edge of the D. And Arsenal just about got away with it here. Here is Senesi. You're just tuning in, you're listening to live audio match commentary. What a game we've had here at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2. Tavernier holding on to the ball down the left-hand side. It's a little bit early for that, my friend. And he's right by the corner. And he tried to flick it off Mosquera, but he couldn't do so. And it's gone out for an Arsenal throw. As Andoni Iraola just looks to the sky. And those Bournemouth supporters are having a cracking day out so far. They're loving every minute of it, jumping up and down. Of course, you can't blame them really, can you, whatsoever? Well, Arsenal lost this exact league fixture 2-1 last season. So Bournemouth won that one. Then, can they repeat the feat and do it all again? Certainly looks that way at the moment. But here is Gyökeres holding on to the ball. Now Arsenal will try and pick it up with Eze. He's gone down. They've got a free kick here. It will be a free kick to Arsenal, which is taken quickly. And this near a far right-hand side. Down. Back to the feet of Eze. All the way back to Raya. Clears it forward, right-footed. Over the halfway line it goes. Took on the chest by Gabriel Jesus. Here is Jesus trying to take on his man. Again, it's nicked off his feet there. And Bournemouth do really well. And here is Scott now. Infield to Brooks, whose touch is poor, really. It's a heavy one. And now Arsenal can come away with it. There's the ball through. That's the one they want. Gyökeres now on the left-hand side. Takes his man on. Gets to the byline. Good defending by Jimenez. Blocked him out. He's another one that's had a fantastic game for Bournemouth. Every time I watch him, he impresses me, you know, that Jimenez. And it will be a corner to Arsenal from this left-hand side. And it's going to be Declan Rice that will take it. The time ticks down. Mikel Arteta doesn't even look at the corner. He walks back to the dugout. Rice with a corner. Flung in. Oh, it's punched to behind for another corner. Well, Petrovic, it was curled in at the near post, and Petrovic couldn't take any gambles there. So he just puts his two hands on it and punches it behind for another corner to Arsenal. Declan Rice again will take it. Puts the ball on the spot here, ready to boot it in with his right foot. In swinging delivery. Arsenal got pretty much everybody. There it is towards the back post. Punched away again by Petrovic in the Bournemouth goal. Ball is fed back to Eze. Eze looking to take on Krupi. Goes out to the right hand side. Dowman now looking to take on his man. Lovely skill from Dowman. Great skill, still got it into the area. Wood. And it's cut out though. And good defended again from Bournemouth, but it'll go out for another throw to Arsenal on this far right hand side. Level with the Bournemouth penalty area. Bournemouth are looking to make another change here. And it looks like Krupi's afternoon is up. And he does look like he's struggling a little bit actually with the fact he went down not so long ago. And I think they're taking no precautions here. And he's going to go off the field. So on in his place, it looks to me like it's going to be the Hungarian Alex Top, I think, who is going to be coming on. So Bournemouth making that change. We've got 6 minutes to go here. Alex Tot is on. Tote, should I say. Have to play through the lines there, but unable to do so. Arsenal have it here on the right hand side. Can they get a cross in? Here's Dowman again, trying to cut in on his left foot, just outside the Bournemouth penalty area on that far right hand side. Now he's going to go in field, going to get it onto his left foot for a shot. Is he? Oh, he's played it poorly. Bournemouth win it back for the moment, but here is Trossard. Arsenal really are struggling to break through the Bournemouth back line at the moment. Tells you everything, doesn't it, that their goal come from the penalty spot. Other than that, really, they haven't caused Petrovic too many problems. Well, they'll need to do that if they're to get anything from this. Here is Rice, back to Dowman, clips him with the left foot, header by Jesus, and tipped over the bar. That's better from Arsenal there. It was a routine save, really, for Petrovic. It was a little flick from Jesus, little flick of the looping header. Routine, straightforward, central position, tipped over the bar by Petrovic. But it will be another corner for Arsenal from this right-hand side. The time is ticking now for the Gunners. You feel like it's going to be now or never very soon. But it's a corner from the right-hand side. Is it going to be a short one? They're going to take it short, Arsenal. Dowman, out to Eze now. Rolls it to Rice, hits it in low. It's cleared away by Senesi. And volleyed clear over the halfway line it will go. Eze takes control of it for Arsenal though. Rolls into the centre circle. He's back to the right hand side. There is clipped forward by Mosquera out to that right, but it's going to go over the Arsenal player's head. Dowman. It's too high for him. And it'll be a Bournemouth throw in right by the corner flag there on that far left hand side. Well, they can't be too despondent, can they, the Arsenal supporters? In terms of if they were to lose this one, they've still got a 9-point gap, and Manchester City have got to win those 2 games in hand. Let's not forget. And so not all is lost yet. You feel like looking at these Arsenal supporters that feel like it's a really big lot of points dropped. And well, for Bournemouth, they really are on the crest of a wave at the moment, aren't they? South Coast club absolutely flying at the moment. It'll be unbeaten in 12 Premier League games if they can see this one through, which looks more than likely now, because they'd have to concede 2 if they were to lose this one. And you feel the way they've been set up, the way they've knocked the ball around and been so well drilled, they won't be dropping this one. Here is Raya for Arsenal as they look to try and fashion one last opportunity. We're in the final 2 minutes now of normal time before stoppage time arrives, and I don't think there'll be too much of that either. Maybe in terms of the substitutes it might drive it up a little bit, but other than that I can't see it being any more. Probably 4 maybe, if it was, but who do I know. Here is Jesus, plays it into Gabriel. Gabriel's through, a chance here. Oh, what a tackle! What a last-ditch tackle by Jimenez. He's denied Gabriel, who stayed up there, and he was completely through one-on-one. And just as he was about to pull the trigger, he got the ball through Senesi. He was through on the penalty spot. Gabriel just the keeper to beat. And that is a wonderful last-ditch challenge from Jimenez, who slid in with his right foot and poked the ball away from Gabriel's left-footed trigger. A superb challenge from Jimenez. And I've got to say, if ever I was to pick a player of the match, Senesi's been brilliant at the back. I think there's only one man now, and that'd be Jimenez. He has been absolutely outstanding for Bournemouth. Alex Scott might get it for the second goal as well. You never know. But if it was my pick, it would be him, because that is what you call a last-ditch challenge. And in the midst of that, he actually got a free kick for it as well, because Gabriel fell into the back of him and clipped his heels. So a free kick to Bournemouth anyway. But Jimenez, it might well be the final part actually that he plays, because it looks like the referee is just hearing there's going to be another change here for Bournemouth, and there is. It's going to be Jimenez and Evan Nielsen then that will go off. Adam Smith and Unai Eno will come on. So Bournemouth just making the final couple of changes now. Just to waste a bit of time, I think it's fair to say, isn't it? We're into stoppage time now. If you have just tuned in, where have you been? You've missed a blockbuster this afternoon. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2 here at the Emirates Stadium. Music to Manchester City ears. Here is Gabriel Jesus trying to keep it in. He's not going to do so, and the ball will go out for a throw in here. And so it will be a throw in to Arsenal on this near side. Well, talking about the Grand National, which of course is on a little bit later. If you fancy a dabble or a gamble, well, certainly had mine, but in terms of that, it would certainly bust a few bet coopers, wouldn't it, this afternoon, having Arsenal to win this one. I'm sure they'd have been a home banker, wouldn't they? Favourites galore. Well, there's a bit of a shock going on here at the Emirates, but feels like it may well stay the way it does, as Bournemouth lead by 2 goals to 1, and in truth Arsenal really haven't done enough to get the draw, I don't think. There's been a couple of saves from Petrovic, but they've been routine really, nothing clear-cut. A couple of long distance efforts. Declan Rice. Time is running out for Arsenal. Have they got one last piece of opportunity to find an equaliser in this one? And that's what Premier League title winners do, isn't it? There's a chance here, and the header goes wide from Gabriel. Well, it was a cross from Dowman from the right hand side, clipped in him with his left foot, and the header goes wide by Gabriel. And they wanted a corner actually, Arsenal, but they weren't not going to get it. And so that is another chance that goes begging there. And we've played 2.5 minutes of the 5 added on here at the Emirates Stadium. Still leading by 2 goals to 1. There's the ball cleared by Petrovic over the halfway line. Mosquera's up there, heads it forward. Arsenal. Here's Tavernier with a volley from distance with his left foot, but it's well over the bar. Well, of course, his brother's got one on him, hasn't he? He can certainly hit a ball as well. James Tavernier plays for Rangers. And Marcus was trying to repeat what his brother could do with a long lashing left foot volley, but over the bar it goes. But here come Arsenal, a chance here for Gyökeres. He's into the penalty, it goes for the strike. Oh, and it's wide. Has it took a deflection on the way through? Well, he just picked it up on the edge of the cut inside, slotted it with his right foot, tried to find the corner, but he couldn't do so. And it's another chance that goes begging for Arsenal. and wide of that near right-hand post it goes. And he scuffed it, really did Gyökeres. Didn't get a clean connection. And so it will be a goal kick to Bournemouth. And now we are on 3.5 minutes of the 5 added on here, as Petrovic again launches it forward. But Arsenal will try and get it back. Here they go. A high ball. Gyökeres is trying to get on the end of it. He can't. The ball drops into the feet of Jesus. Feeds it inside. Jesus is on a run. Down the left-hand side. He's got it. He's inside the area now. He's trying to win a corner. And he's done exactly that. It's come off James Hill and gone behind for a corner. And this, you feel, will be the last opportunity for Arsenal now. And David Raya has had the call. He's coming up, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Can Arsenal grab a last gasp equaliser here? Rice with the corner from the left-hand side. Will Bournemouth be able to hold out? There it goes. Up in there. It's a good header away in the end. But still Arsenal will have it on this left-hand side. Here's Rice. He's going to curl it in right-footed. Deflects off Alex Scott. Comes back to Eze, who skips over one challenge. Feeds it out to the left-hand side to Rice. Back to Eze it will go. He's really hardly been in it, Eze, to be fair. But give credit to Bournemouth. And in fact, the referee has blown up for a free kick, has he? And he has. It's going to be a free kick to Bournemouth. The flag is up. It was an offside. And that will surely be that now. And the Arsenal supporters are leaving in their droves here. They feel that's the final piece of action they're going to get. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2. Mikel Arteta just telling his players to keep going for the moment. But when James Hill clears this from the free kick, or will it be? No, he's going to leave it for the goalkeeper, Petrovic. How much time will Michael Oliver play? Will this be it? And for Bournemouth, what a victory it would be. Cleared over the halfway line. The referee hasn't blown up yet. We're still